India may lose rupees 4,600 crores due to malnutrition by 2030. By 2035, more than half of the world's population will be overweight or obese. By the same year, its healthcare cost will touch rupees 843 crores in India. The dual burden of malnutrition and obesity is getting bigger. Should we be concerned? Welcome to India TV. I'm Pooja Sethi and you're watching Perspective. Despite progress, the world grapples with the double burden of malnutrition. The double burden of malnutrition refers to the presence of undernutrition and overnutrition across the life course. Across the life course means that being undernourished early in life can lead to a higher chance of being overnourished as an adult. Looking at the data, global obesity has nearly tripled since 1975. 2.5 billion adults aged 18 years and above were found overweight in 2022, and over 819 million were classified as living with obesity. This means that roughly 1 in every 8 individuals globally was living with obesity in 2022. Concurrently, malnutrition affects millions worldwide. Approximately 149 million children under the age of 5 were stunted, 45 million wasted, and 38.9 million overweight. This dual burden poses significant challenges with dire consequences for both children and adults. Both obesity and malnutrition are two seemingly contradictory health issues, yet they coexist within populations, particularly in countries like India. In the last 32 years, India has witnessed a steady increase in obesity levels in children and adults. 12.5 million children, 7.3 million boys and 5.2 million girls in the country aged between 5 and 19 were grossly overweight in 2022, up from 0.4 million in 1990. It also noted that 44 million women and 26 million men aged above 20 in India were found to be obese. Meanwhile, the prevalence of dual burden of undernutrition and overnutrition continues to exacerbate the threat of numerous health complications. The dangers of obesity are not unknown. Chronic ailments including diabetes, hypertension, heart attacks and strokes are some of the risk factors. While India's economy has been growing fast, it still faces a big problem. Many children are not growing well. In fact, India has the highest number of stunted children, 46.8 million, representing 1/3 of the global total of stunted children under the age of 5 and half the world's wasted children. The latest survey from 2019 to 21 shows that 35% of kids under 5 stunted, 19% are wasted and 32% are underweight. Being malnourished strongly predicts premature mortality, growth disorders, poor health and disabilities. Women seem to be affected by both malnutrition and obesity compared to men. And sadly, this problem is worse in rural areas. While limited access to affordable and nourishing food has resulted in undernourishment, improved economic condition, urbanization, sedentary habits and dietary shifts had contributed to a consistent rise in obesity. Though India has boosted efforts to tackle poor diets and malnutrition in all forms, but we need a comprehensive approach covering the entire nutritional spectrum to address malnutrition and obesity in both rural and urban areas. The focus should be effective implementation of double duty actions that include interventions, programs and policies that have the potential to simultaneously reduce the risk or burden of both undernutrition and overweight, obesity or diet-related NCDs, and explore how these actions work in ensuring positive nutrition-related outcomes in India, and act now to have a healthy nation and a healthy economy. That's all in this episode of Perspective. Keep watching India TV.